One's at the bottom.
Remember the way you acted at the party last night?
Wait, I ain't. So I said I must get out of these wet clothes and into a dry martini.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Coin Scoop once again. I'm your host, Ruben.
And I'm your host, Chris Crypto. What's going on, everybody?
Arnold, thank you for being the first one in the chat, brother. I can see Arnold's going to be a regular. What is up, brother? Tell us about it. You said you had a good day. What's going on with your day, brother?
Tell us what's going on, Arnold. Welcome back. How you doing, guys?
So what's
How's
good,
everybody
Chris?
doing this?
In the
How's
meantime,
everybody doing this lovely evening?
In the meantime, while Arnold answers that, what was good with your day, bro? We haven't really spoken much. I know this week, it being before Christmas, it's been a little hectic for me. Thankfully, you had the day off today, so you got to pick up the slack that I am slacking in today.
You're such a slacker. You
Kylie,
slacker.
Smiley Kylie, what is up? Thank you for joining the Coin Scoop once again. Kylie, say what's up to Arnold. He's a newbie.
Welcome back, Kylie. Welcome back. Everybody who's here, who's about to tune in, welcome back.
Most deaf. She says 2 words. Uh-oh.
What did she say?
You said 3, so what are the 2 words?
What? Up? And soon.
Son.
2 words. All right. So
What up, son?
What's going on, everybody? What's going
Hash
on?
graph, she says. With eyes,
Hash
eyes.
There you go. There you go. Keep your eyes in the market, everybody. Keep your eyes on the market. Had another crazy day today, huh?
Talk to me about it, bro, because I've been out of the loop today until like 10 minutes before we got on.
Where do I start? Where do I start, dude?
Start at number 1.
Number 1, Bitcoin. I want to start at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has kind of fell down a little bit. Fell down, but it's making its way back up.
Some people are saying, "Oh, that's the pullback." I think absolutely not. But
Are you saying? Wait, let me ask you something.
Billy Boom just joined us. What's up, Bill?
Yo, inside cryptonomics. What's going on, Bill? Let me ask you something, Ruben. You said that, and this was curious to me. I was just curious. You're saying that this isn't the pullback. You're saying that there's going to be a much more...
Dr. Oz, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining the Coin Scoop. I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, Chris, but I want to show love. The show is about spreading love. Bandicoot is back.
Bandicoot is back in the building.
What's up, brother? Thanks for joining.
What's up, brother?
Kylie says blockchain is in trouble.
How is blockchain in trouble, Kylie? Elaborate. Spread the information a little more thick. What do you mean by that? It's funny. I just got a text message. I just got a text from.
I was just.
You want to read it?
Yeah, from Dad.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's funny because my father just texted me and Chris saying, Oz, you're getting everybody with this, bro. So far, Dad's getting Oz is getting Dad. He got Oz. What's his name? Oz dog. No, the other Oz.
Ozzy, the BS filter.
Yeah, that guy. He got
the
him.
YouTuber.
My father says, "Isn't this Roger Ver one of your listeners?" Also funny, he's being interviewed on a show called Ruben Report. Yeah, I don't know if Dad's watching the show right now, but which he probably is. But yeah, that's Roger Ver was actually Oz Dog from Australia playing a joke on us one time, and he ended up having to get stuck with the name. They won't let him change his name back for like I think 60 days or something like that. So
it's hilarious. So yeah, Dad, if you're watching, that's Oz Dog. Yeah, it's funny. But all right, Kylie. So yeah, blockchain is in trouble. What's going on with that? Wait a minute. I'm going up real quick, guys. Says he just started a 5-hour drive, listening to Bluetooth in the car. Say hi, Mrs. Oz. Mrs. Oz, hello, hello,
Mrs.
hello.
Oz, hello.
Greetings.
Thanks for joining the Coin Scoop.
Greetings from the Empire State, New York.
And greetings
New York.
from the Sunshine State, Florida.
Here in the U of the United States of American.
Where we are not so free.
Free by illusion. Only by illusion.
Only by illusion.
Only by illusion. By illusories. But Chubby's here on me on the phone. Yo, Chubby. I guess Chubby's on the phone. Chubby, what's up, brother?
No, yeah. Chubby is there, yep.
Okay. So, Arnold's Chris spit it out. Okay, I'm going to spit it out to Ruben. This is going to be a spitting of the outing to Ruben. Ruben, we spoke about this earlier, actually. We just touched on it real quick. Why don't you think that this is the pullback that Bitcoin is going to have? What do you think? Well, you were telling me that it's going to be much more, a much larger pullback. Yeah, and I want everybody's opinion here also.
It's going to be something that's going to make headlines across the world, bro. This isn't a pullback. I mean, it definitely isn't. This is going to be a pullback is considered something that affects a lot of people. This is nothing. I mean, it went from what? I mean, it touched into the 20s. Muggy State Room. Yep, you're right about that, man. You're right. But I love it though, man. I love it. Palm trees, blue water. It's never cold. Actually, I can't say it's never cold because now I'm down here. I mean, I'm only down here a year, but now it gets like 65 degrees and I'm freezing, but it's still way better than New York where it gets -0. But yeah, no, that's not a pullback. That's definitely not a pullback.
So you're saying a pullback is going to be more?
Yeah, listen, if it was
of like a 50 to 80%
down to like yeah, exactly. I'd say something like that, and that's why I'm saying I'd rather it happen now than when it hits like 100 grand, 150, 200.
You know what's funny about this is that the more I think about it, the more I see and I hear things, it kind of makes it a little more valid to me, right? The fact that Bitcoin is at this price. Okay, besides the fact that big boy Wall Street is in the building and they're making their rounds with Bitcoin, but you're just starting to see it everywhere. And again, earlier today you just had Uncle Murda, who's a rapper from Brooklyn. Ruben, I know you know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
This guy goes by the name Uncle Murda. He's a big rapper, and he was just talking about Bitcoin today on the hip hop station here in New York. So that kind of just it just kind of tells you where things are, and it's just, I don't know, it's mainstream, and yeah, there could be a pullback, but I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking maybe 58-60% pullback might be thinking a little too out there, maybe 30% at this point, like 15,000 what we just had today, 16,000. That's to me that's a pullback, so
she was responding. Kylie just said search on YouTube from hold on, I gotta open this thing up more so I can see the fuck is going on with the chat. Search on YouTube from Bitcoin to Hashgraph start at the 40-minute mark. We're in trouble. Or we're in trouble.
Okay, what does it say? Search.
Yep, we're in trouble. So search on YouTube from Bitcoin to
from Bitcoin to Hashgraph. Mike Maloney, episode 8.
Mike, is it documentary? Is Verge good for a long-term buy? We actually spoke about, was it yesterday we spoke about Verge or the day before?
Oh, we've been speaking about Verge all day. Verge is on a tear.
Yeah.
Verge is on a tear right now.
Marcel, the king is here. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining.
Marcel, what's up, brother? Yeah, if I would have held on to Verge, man, I would have been up more than I would have been up way more than $150,000. Just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
that's the one that you had over a mil of, right? Oh,
Yeah.
a milli.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
Don't worry, Bandicoot. We will not turn the stream off just yet. Hashgraph.com, I guess Kylie was saying.
All right, I've seen this right here on YouTube, from Bitcoin to Hashgraph, the crypto revolution. Is this it, Kylie? Before I hit play, just let me know if this is it, Kylie. Take a look at my.
Was it yesterday? Arnold Ricchetti just said yesterday.
Okay.
Blackwing, what is up, brother? Thank you for joining the Coin Scoop.
Yo, Blackwing, Blackwing.
About us talking about Verge. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Let me see if I can play this real quick. I hope this is it right here.
Called Hidden Forces.
It's at the
When we
40-minute
visited
mark,
him,
she
he was
said.
all fired up about this new technology. And this podcast, when I listened to it, I got all fired up. And he invited us to attend an event. So we went home to Los Angeles, there for 2 days, and right back to New York again, and to the event that he hosted about hashgraph technology, created by Lehman Baird, that is probably going to end up replacing blockchain technology. I mean, this is big. We went to the event, we listened to some of the people that are involved with this, and we were just absolutely blown away. So I'm going back to visit with Dimitri now and get his take on how the event went last night and where the future of this thing is going.
So they're saying that this guy's saying that Hashgraph is going to replace blockchain. Kylie,
Yes. You're asking Kylie. I was gonna say I couldn't hear your screen.
Oh, I'm screaming. I'm sorry.
No. I couldn't hear your screen. You're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You can't hear the screen. I'm sorry. You can't hear the screen. Let me lower this music a little bit. I guess this is. Oh, I guess the music's. I guess I can't lower the music here. I'm on my way home. Don't turn off. All right. That's right, man. We're scooping it up on the Coin Scoop, chopping it up, as always, guys. Kylie, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't know if you guys saw this, from Bitcoin to Hashgraph. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna watch it. Actually, I'll probably check it out after the show tonight. But interesting.
So let's talk about everything that's going on today, bro. We got Coinbase, which we found out that apparently they have some insider trading going on, which I don't think in this type of insider trading anybody will be going to jail, right? This is just
no, but people will lose their jobs. People will lose their jobs.
And Coinbase, right?
Yeah, Coinbase.
That's about it. I mean, listen,
because if you know,
I think the only reason they're going to lose their jobs is just because it went public. Other than that, they've probably been doing that for a while. You know, now that it went public, now people are going to start losing their jobs, probably.
I mean, not really, because if you think about it, there's only 3 coins on Coinbase, right? So if there was coins coming out maybe once a month, and then somebody was catching wind before it actually got listed on the exchange, and they were able to tell people, listen, you know, this is going to get added in 12 hours, you know, stock up now, because this is going to go to the moon. This is going to go to the moon.
Yeah, my favorite term, right?
Yep. So, you know, that's what they're saying, that somebody from the inside knew about it. They caught wind, and they either told some family or friends or whoever. The word got out there, right? Some info got leaked. Bitcoin Cash gets listed, shoots up to 10,000. A whole bunch of buy orders get filled. People feel like they get screwed. Price drops down. And, you know, I mean, people are going to lose their jobs pretty much. So
Smiley Kylie says, watch, Chris.
I'm definitely going to...
I guess you maybe either you cut it too short or she's telling you to watch the whole thing.
Should we throw it on now real quick for you guys?
Fist it was blockchain, then
what is this, VHS, DVD, then Blu-ray? We just getting into blockchain. Now they want us all to use something else. They don't do it. It's going to happen. Always a snitch somewhere. Oh, yeah. All right, let's play this thing for a few more minutes, and we'll check it out real quick.
Since the advent of Bitcoin, there have been many thousands of blockchain-based cryptocurrencies created, and now there are more of them being created every single day. So what's different about Hashgraph? Well, it isn't blockchain. It's totally different. In fact, the way it works is a real mind-bender and not very easy for me to explain, but I'm going to give it a try. Instead of a block in a blockchain, Hashgraph calls their packages of information events. Your computer takes a transaction like a payment, or anything else for that matter, such as an action in a video game, an offer to sell merchandise or even sell stocks or bonds, a bid on that item, a contract, or even a law. Pretty much any information or transaction you want to record, and it puts it in the event. For transmitting information quickly, Hashgraph uses a technology that has been the gold standard in computer science for decades. It's super fast, and it's called Gossip Protocol. Your computer randomly tells another computer in the network about the event you've created, and that computer responds by telling your computer about any events it heard about. Then that computer tells another computer about your event and the other events it heard about, and the computer it's talking to responds by telling all the events it knows about. It's absolutely the best, most efficient way to spread information, and it's exponentially fast. But here's the twist. Each time a computer tells another computer about an event, it also includes the information of the time it heard it and who it heard it from, and the time they heard it and who they heard it from, and so on and so on. It's called Gossip About Gossip, and it lets everyone know what everyone else knows and exactly when they knew it in just fractions of a second. The other major component is an even older technology, and it's the most robust, secure, and certain way of coming to absolute consensus.
Okay, so it's not a blockchain. You can't hear anything, right, Ruben?
I hear it faintly, so I don't pick up exactly everything that they're saying.
Okay.
But I do pick up like some of it. But it's funny because Marcel, now that you were just going on that, I know you read this already. But Marcel says, first it was blockchain, then Hashgraph. What is this? VHS, DVD, then Blu-ray. We're just getting into the blockchain, and now they want us to move into something else. Which, I mean, it's listen, unfortunately that's what it is. It's funny because he says that, and when we were starting this channel, they basically ask you, what do you want to put your channel under? Is your channel going to be under, I guess, the topic of technology or entertainment, and they give you a bunch of other things. To me, the only top two that stuck out was entertainment or technology, because technically we're talking about Bitcoin, which they consider it, they say it's, technology. But I was thinking maybe we should label the show under entertainment, because I mean, we're just sitting here hanging out. Everybody's just hanging out. We're not sitting here pumping anything. We're just talking about the news. We're trying to get as many people into it so we can all basically kind of just a little network. And it's funny because that's technology. Technology is just, you could sit there, you could buy a flat screen TV, and within 2-3, you could buy the newest flat screen TV out, and within 2 months, because of the evolution of technology, there'll be a better one out. You know what I mean? It's not like a year and a half, 2 years later. It's just technology is constantly changing every day, every week, every month. You know what I mean? And it's funny that he says that what is this, VHS, then DVD, then Blu-ray, even though those moved at a much slower pace than electronics, but that's the evolution of technology.
I have to definitely watch this because it seems like it's similar to a blockchain in the way a blockchain works, but I gotta watch the whole thing. They're saying it doesn't record it on the blockchain. It makes an event of whatever you do on the computer. It makes an event of it, and then each computer knows, like another computer will know that event. And I don't know. I gotta look at this. It's like over my head right now.
No, it's perfect because Bill's saying let's revisit this topic in a couple of days. So I'm guessing Bill's gonna tear that up.
Oh yeah,
which will be good. Which will be good because I guess maybe then we could definitely do like a conference call with Bill on this, and then we could just You know.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. Well, good call on that, Kylie. Good call on that. And
Back to what
this
Arnold
is
said. He says,
literally
Wall Street, they do that all the time. It's gonna happen. Always a snitch. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, man. It's just, listen. Every company does it, unfortunately, and they don't make a big stink of it until eventually, once it hits the media, the news, or once one too many people find out, then they start like, all right, hold on a second, let's back up. We're gonna fix this.
and this is referring to the Coinbase, Coinbase
exactly.
drama.
Sorry, yeah.
Coinbase drama. So, yeah, I mean, people are gonna lose jobs because of that. If it turns out to be true, but it's got to be true because.
But it's gonna be people losing
why would
jobs
the price?
in a hypocritical manner because,
Yeah,
it's gonna be that boss firing that person that has his hand in on it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the boss is gonna cover his ass and say, "Oh yeah, well, listen, I got to let you go because of this." And meanwhile, the guy he's firing is gonna be like, "The fuck are you talking about? You're the one that told me about it."
yeah. Here's your severance package. Just take these
exactly.
100 bitcoins and just scoot. Right?
Exactly.
Just scoot,
Yep.
buddy.
Exactly. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Or here, just take 5,000 Litecoins. Just shut the fuck up and just leave. Right? just disappear. Just disappear, please. Could you do me the favor? Or you want 10 more Bitcoin? All right, give it to you.
Arnold says our own GOV does it. Yep. Right about that.
Yeah, but this is interesting. This whole hash graph. I mean, look what it says here. When full consensus ledgers such as blockchain and hash graph have the power to enslave us or free us. It all depends on how we choose to use them. Right? But again, that's just something I have to look at, and brings us to the topic also that we were talking about earlier, what we touched on earlier. I wanted to touch on was these state-issued stable coins that they're trying to come out with. So you have like, we mentioned it before, like the Russian ruble, and China has theirs that they want coming out. I think Sweden has their own, some type of e-token thing, and they're trying to roll this stuff out. There's definitely going to be some changes also along with everything going up now, right? With all these free market coins that we have right now, right? You're going to have the state issued coins that are moving into the sector now. They're going to have the state issued, and then you're going to have the free market coins, which I think hopefully people would be smart enough to be using as they are right now, and will continue to use the free market coins.
Yeah.
Because once and again, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when.
Smiley Kylie says it gets better.
It gets well. Listen,
right,
Kylie,
that's one definitely to watch then.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I might be actually after the show. Depends. Maybe tomorrow.
Delve into it.
I'm gonna watch it. Bill, I know you're gonna probably check that video out also.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna tear it apart, and then we could definitely just rip it apart.
I mean, listen, maybe, who knows? It could be better than blockchain, right? I mean, blockchain is as slow as it gets, right? Blockchain is literally, it's pretty, yeah. I don't want to say it's pretty bad, but it's pretty slow. So maybe if Hashgraph can, I don't know. I don't know. It's completely over my head there. So he's standing in line for the Gov coins. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think a lot of people are, honestly, Bill. I think a lot of people are going to be in line waiting to get their Gov coins.
Yeah.
Because at that point, the dollars will probably they'll be phased out. I mean, usability wise, they'll be completely phased out, where you have no choice but to stand in line for those Gov coins.
Yeah.
With a state approved digital wallet, and we spoke about all this stuff before. But yeah, guys. So very interesting. Very interesting. And you heard about this guy Charlie Lee, Ruben, selling on his Litecoin?
Yeah, what's up with that, bro? I saw the topic, and I didn't look into it because I didn't have the time to. But yeah, so what's up with that, bro?
Let me ask you, if you owned, let's just say you started a coin, it was successful,
that just makes you look hypocritical.
Why?
It makes you look like an arsehole.
If you have the coins or if you sell the coins?
Hold on. I'm like, woo, I even joined the Telegram to find developers on the platform. Keep watching. Arnold says Sweden is almost a cash-free society. I
Are they?
heard about that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. It's definitely happening. You know?
Yeah, I heard about this guy. I don't know. I mean, he it seems like almost like he's dumping right now. So he pumped, and now he's dumping.
I mean, I wouldn't say he pumped. No, I definitely wouldn't say he.
You don't know what the hell happened behind the scenes. To be honest, to you, to say that, you can't say that because you don't know what happened behind the scenes. They'll make you believe what they want you to believe.
True.
You know what I mean? And now he's like, you know, probably if it even is true that he really did get rid of all his Litecoin, if it's true, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because you know how the media can be.
Yeah,
the media likes to, for lack of better terms, blow their load extremely early just to get the first headline out on a certain topic, and then obviously when it's not true, you won't hear about it again.
But even if he did sell all his coins, I'm pretty sure he holds a nice amount. Wouldn't that have kind of brought the price down a lot?
You see, that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. When I read that, the first thing I did is I looked at the price.
I don't know. Any news makes it. Any news is good news, right? Like they say, bad news is good news. Any news is good news, especially when it comes to crypto.
Let me make my millions in blockchain first, then we go to Hashgraph. I just opened a Blockbuster store and y'all advertising for Netflix.
Yeah, it's true.
Kylie says, okay, next, the Ether Delta hack.
The Ether Delta? What do you know about the Ether Delta hack, Kai? Yeah, that's... Okay, do not use Ether Delta right now. Yep, their DNS server was compromised. More info will be provided as soon as we have it. I repeat, do not use Ether Delta right now. Yeah,
so what's
very
up
true,
with that,
Kai.
I am Dirk Smooth. Thank you for joining
Smooth.
the Coin Scoop, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Coin Scoop. And tell a friend to tell a friend about the Coin Scoop. Arnold Rachetti says, saw a video yesterday after the show, and a lot of retail stores accept crypto and credit cards, no cash. They were saying that it prevents armed robberies because they don't carry cash in stores. Listen,
but with new technology comes new ways of robberies, right? Comes new ways of bad actors, right?
Exactly. Well, listen, I still think.
What do you think, Ruben?
I still think cash has its place in this society, and I'm not saying that it will last. I'm not saying that it's going to last because I think that it will eventually vanish, especially with so many countries now becoming strictly, digital, whether it be credit cards or whatever the case may be. But
Ruben, I've mentioned this before.
Yeah,
I rarely
Beauty Bubble is in the building, in the house.
Hello there, Beauty.
Thank you for joining us once again, Beauty. We gotta talk. We gotta talk.
She's not missing tonight. No way.
No.
Please
I want to
don't.
know what happened the other night because I'm curious to know who that certain person was in your chat. But we're not going to talk about this now. We'll get on it, I guess, when on your next show.
Listen, we know there's people out there who troll around a lot. All right, and I've gotten a pretty nasty backlash on my ATM video from some people, and when I made that video, I wasn't sitting there trying to be fucking Steven Spielberg. Okay, I just made the video to kind of show what it's like, the process of using an ATM, and just me doing that alone in the comments, people are like ready to stab me in the face because of that video that I made, which I don't understand the hate, but it is what it is.
Marcel
what it
says
is.
soon enough gangsters are going to be robbing crypto at gunpoint. It already happened.
It happens. It happened.
It
It's
happened already. Frey Wall Street is in the house.
Yo, Frey.
But
What's up, Frey?
yeah, Marcel, that already happened, brother. That the
Yep.
whole thing, it was something. Was it one of those Craigslist scams where the guy went to go buy something and then
There was
like knew these guys were holding Bitcoin and he just pulled out a gun on them and just made them.
yeah. You make them. You know, you pull a gun on them, open your wallet, send me the Bitcoin, and it's a wrap. I mean, you're done. You're done. You know. Yeah. It's just it. Like I said before. You know, with new technology comes new ways of people getting. You know. And in some cases, they don't even have to rob you straight up. You know, they could do it. You know, reverse social engineering and rob you that way.
It's funny how Arnold just said, which I was gonna touch on that, and it's funny as we were about to touch on that. Beauty Bubble just joined the chat.
Good point, Arnold.
Who does have a bloodline of the Puerto Rican natives, and he says, Chris, look what happened in Puerto Rico after the hurricane. No electricity or internet in that case. Cash rules. And that's why I'm saying
It's true.
I still think
my mother said that. My mom said that.
yeah, it still should have. Unfortunately, listen, you know, they, if you will, they technically control everything. And if they eventually make cash, you know, like somebody just said earlier, Sweden is almost going to be a cashless society. That's scary because then, you know, if everybody becomes a cashless society, that I think that we're more susceptible to that digital terrorist act that they've been talking about.
But let me ask it just in regards to this Puerto Rico thing, and me and my mother were having an argument about this. She's like, yeah, in that case, cash rules, and I'm saying, listen, don't they have a satellite up in the sky that where you can make transactions with Bitcoin? You don't even have to be online. You could just be doing it straight up off that satellite. And I know there's other ways to do it. Well, I mean, not necessarily so with Bitcoin right now, right? Unless you're using that, or if you can access that satellite, it makes it difficult. Okay, yes, but I agree with that. Cash still, at this point, cash is still king. I mean, I can't even knock that. I can't knock that. You know, you can't knock that. You know, so I agree with that. Cash is, you know, in that case, in a natural disaster, yeah, you know, cash rules. But again, if you were, I would think even trading or bartering at that point would be even more king than cash, because what can you do with that cash in times of desperate measures, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
well, I mean, yeah, it's true, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. Did anybody even try that whole satellite thing? Because
no, I don't know. I doubt it.
Puerto Rico is, you know,
I don't even think that
like
that's.
There was no way for people to get anything, and you know, especially with no power. I mean, people didn't have power. You know what I mean? So even if there was a satellite up there, they can't power their phones. They can't power anything to make these transactions happen. You know, which is kind of scary, because then technically you that's it. You're trapped. You know, God forbid something does happen. Not saying that it will, but I don't know. There has to be some.
But then again,
there has to be some type of physical, tangible.
But then
currency
again,
in case something like that happens.
In that case, cash can even be ruled out, because if there's no electricity and there's no way for you to swipe your debit card to get into the bank to access that ATM to get your cash out, then that's kind of a dead end there also.
Yeah, no,
right?
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. But at least if you got, you know, that little stash under your mattress, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, either that or you got to create your own corn and potatoes and this and that in order to barter. You know what I mean? You need something tangible in case of a situation like that. You know, like I said, look at what happened. What was it, a few years ago? What happened in Egypt when they were having that whole mess go on, and all of a sudden they just shut down their internet. You know, I mean, that leads me to believe that they could shut down anything they want, and if they just decide, oh, really, you guys want to, start picketing against us? Okay, hold on one second. And that one button that sits right below the finger, boop,
Yep.
You know,
Arnold says that's
everything
why
was
you got to
off.
be strapped and not solo. Very true. Marcel says, Arnold, if you put a pretty young woman, then you wouldn't need. If you're a pretty young woman, then you wouldn't need cash. Might have something else. It's funny, Marcel. I am Dirk Smooth says, wouldn't be surprised if they put it in a solar-powered watch and that'd be the payment. That's an excellent point.
Yeah,
Smooth.
that is true.
Smooth.
That's
That's an excellent point. And I think solar energy and solar-powered devices are gonna have a much more stronger, place to live in the world, right? In the future, excellent point. Maybe in the future, Chris. Yep. Kylie's getting back on the Ether Delta. She says phishing site stole coins on Ether Delta. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. What happened to Ether Delta? Just, I don't even know how to gauge what happened there. But I guess you're never safe, right? Anywhere, unless you literally have. But even on Ether Delta, don't you have your coins? Well, I guess if they left them in the smart contract, see, I don't know how. I don't know the technicals of how those coins got stolen. So, because I know you got to move your funds to the smart contract in order to buy and sell, and then move them back out from the smart contract to your wallet, which is still technically being accessed on Ether Delta, right? It's ridiculous. But yeah, guys, if you have anything on Ether Delta, just lay low for a little while. Lay low. I was trying to Spectre.
Well, hold on real quick. Arnold said I went through something similar in Florida.
Okay.
People couldn't access their banks. So if you had cash at home like me, I was good. Yeah, nice. Man. A lot of people in what was it, Hurricane Irma were affected, man. I remember that whole thing. It's funny that, I basically came down here not too long before that, and I got to experience something like that. That was crazy, man. You remember, Chris, when we were coming back from Alabama, we ended up fleeing to Alabama, but it was at the last minute because they were just building it up like, oh, run, the news, man, run, and it was like,
honestly, it even me going through Hurricane Sandy here in New York, guys, which was like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
We went through that shit. I mean, you worked in one of the most affected areas of that, but we definitely went through that because you remember we were living together then, right? Yeah, and we were what was it, like 3 weeks without power? That was crazy.
3 weeks without power. And again, but it just from what I saw, like away from where we were living, but where I had to go do my thing, like where that was, seeing that, it's like even in that cases, like money doesn't even matter at that point. Yep. As long as you need to get food, right? But money, like cash, maybe people will take it, but I think even cash kind of gets,
ladies and gentlemen,
gets a little.
We have a newcomer, Mr. Lordix1. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend about the coin scoop. And Mr. Lordix1 says, Chris,
Mr. Lord Rex 1, what is up? What's up, man? Thanks for joining. He says, or she says, Mr. Yobit is gone. Newest Mount Gox. What? Are you kidding me, Mr. Lord? Yobit is gone?
Check it out. Pull it up.
But dude, if I'm like scared too right now.
Pull it up.
Yobit is gone.
Pull it up. While you pull it up, I'm going to read what Arnold said. Arnold says, what do you guys think of a hardware wallet? Must have. Chris actually just bought one on Black Friday, which I wish I would have jumped on because how much did you buy for again, Chris? Like $50?
What's that?
The Ledger Nano S.
Yes, the Ledger Nano S.
Chris bought that for $50.
$50. Yes.
And I was about to make a move yesterday. I want the Trezor, which is 200 something bucks. It's like 250. I want to get the Trezor, but then I was like, you know what? Either I'll wait or I'll get something a little cheaper for now. So I looked at the Ledger Nano S, which is what Chris got. Both of these have very good reviews. Stand-up hardware wallets, and Chris got his for $50 on Black Friday, and now 150 easily on Amazon. You may find it for like 120, 125, but then the shipping is like $25, $30, which is crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, Ledger Nano S.
Yep.
Ledger LEDGER.
I'll head over to it right now, actually.
Yeah.
But Mr. Lord Rex, man, why you spreading FUD, dude? Yobit is up, man. Yobit is nice. Yobit is looking sexy right now, man. What made you say Yobit is gone, man? You scared me.
Arnold, $30 for a water. Yeah, you're right. I remember that. One of the 7-Elevens down here, for like a pack of water, they tried to charge like a 24, 36 pack or something like that. They tried charging people like $75, and it hit the news. Everybody was flipping out, and I think like the governor of one of the state or something like that. I don't know. The governor or somebody, senator, was like, all right, I want that 7-Eleven's address because we're personally going there to visit them, and I think they were going to find them or something like that. I am Dirk Smooth says, at what point does cash not matter?
At what point does cash not matter, man? Listen, when you're under survival, right? Trying to just survive. I mean, unless somebody's willing to take cash, but if they can't spend that cash anywhere, if there is, I mean, that's a good discussion. That's a good time. At what point does cash matter?
No.
Why?
At what point does it not matter? He says.
Does it not matter? And times of like a natural disaster or something, or
I think in a natural disaster that would matter even more. The cash. I mean, look what, like we were just talking about the hurricanes and everything. Wait.
Just jumping back up.
Euros for the Ledger Nano you have there, right? That's 58 euros.
Yeah. I think you were looking at something else, Ruben. There's
no way I looked on Amazon. I'm telling you, I looked on Amazon.
Well,
Amazon is.
Yeah, you're probably looking at a third-party seller, and they scalped it up. Extra $100.
Then that could be it.
Yeah. Kylie, real quick question. Kylie, is Spectre being traded on Ether Delta right now? Spectre's on Ether Delta? Dirk Smooth says the new FCC ruling makes it so internet is not deemed a requirement for living. Internet cutting could be true. I'm telling you, right? Listen, it's disgusting what happened with that.
Check out what the dollar says for Ledger Nano, bro. Convert that.
58 euros. I don't know what the. No, it doesn't convert to. But hold on, I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
58 euros to dollars. $68.
And what's the shipping for them?
Free, I think.
So what is that? Straight from the Ledger Nano wallet? Wallet.
Yeah, ledgerwallet.com.
Ledgerwallet.com. Okay, all right. That's funny. I was looking on Amazon and eBay. Wow, that's crazy that they mark it up like that. Then again, you know what it is? I mean, Amazon being such a trusted site, a lot of people would rather deal with a trusted site. Mr. Lord Rex says CryptoVest says Yobit has filed for bankruptcy. CryptoVest.
I don't know, man. If
their
that's the
site
case,
may
then
still
that
be
sucks.
up to, it's all a Fugazi. You know what I'm saying? You know what a Fugazi is?
It's Fugazi.
Yeah. But
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess if they go down, then.
See what CryptoVest says. Can you pull that up?
CryptoVest? Yeah, let's check it out. Why not? What did Marcel say up on top there?
I remember back in the day in 1929. Marcel says, I remember back in the day in 1929. I was only 20 then. I wasn't able to get my money from the banks. From then on, I never trusted banks and kept my money in my mattress. That is hilarious. That is too funny.
Yobit Exchange. Oh yeah. Oh no.
What?
No, correction, guys. Mr. Lord Rex. There's a correction here on the Coin Scoop. There's a correction on the Coin Scoop.
So that Mr. Lord Rex is right.
No. Well, he's right to an extent.
Okay.
With the added letter of U. Okay, so it's not Yobit, it's Ubit. Ubit exchange, which is one that I've never heard of.
Okay.
Okay, Ubit exchange files for bankruptcy as hackers wipe 17% of assets. So that's Ubit, which I have no idea.
Beauty Bubble says that Yobit Twitter banner is kind of sexy. She's using your line. Honor Rossetti says 69 on Amazon right now. I don't know what I was looking at then. I could have sworn I saw it for 69 too.
You were looking at
one
something
point,
else
but
there.
Legend NOS. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I gotta check
something
again.
else.
I just looked at it yesterday. You remember when I texted you? I was like, yo, you got a hell
Yeah.
of a deal on that thing.
Yep. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Kylie says on Mad Max, water was currency. Oh man. What did they say
Wow.
a few years ago? That water's gonna be basically like the next gold.
Well, listen, we all need some good water, right? Definitely need some good water to hydrate our bodies. And Kylie, you never answered my question, Kylie. Spectre on Ether Delta? What's going on? Is that Spectre as in the trading platform ICO Spectre?
Mr. Lord Rex, no worries, man. Listen,
Nah,
since
no.
we
no
say this all
problem.
the time, man. There's so many of these projects,
Oh, forget
and
it.
then on top of that, not only that, but there's so many of these
Exchanges.
projects with similar names because hackers are trying to get in and they're trying to fool people to sign in on their website with their credentials, so that way they could then log onto the real website and take all their crypto. So no worries with that, man. Trust me, we know how that goes.
Yeah, it's all good, brother.
So many of these cryptos with the same name. Beauty Bubble says so everyone knows once or twice a night I have to use the word sex or sexy.
That's me. That's me. You
Yep.
know? That's me right there. But yeah, guys. I mean, we have Bitcoin Cash is on the tear. Market is definitely looking
What's
sexy.
Bitcoin Cash at
again.
right now? I haven't looked all day.
This thing, it cracked 4,000 today, Rube.
Really?
So right now it's at 36, 31.
Damn, bro. I knew I should have taken it. I should have snatched that when I had the chance.
If Frey Wall Street is still in the building, Frey, this goes to you, my friend. This goes to you, Frey.
List.
Okay, round of applause. Ruben, clap your hands for Frey Wall Street. Everybody clap your hands for Frey. This is Frey's fave. Lisk at $21.92. Rock on, rock hard, baby. Rock on, rock hard. That's all I gotta say. Dirk
Dirk says, I say we kill in the crypto market and then we try and own Antarctica. Call it hashtag
Coin-
CoinScoopedArctica.
Coin scooped Arctic.
That is off the hook. I love it.
You know, they just came up. Bill, I was watching that video that you sent me, Bill. It's what is it, Crypto Pulco or something? Jeff Berwick is doing like another. Instead of Anarchapulco, it's gonna be Crypto Pulco or something.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
And I remember
Pretty
Bill
funny.
mentioned something about that.
Yeah. That's gonna be that's in February, so it's gonna be an awesome. I don't know how long it's for, maybe a week or two, but all the freedom thinkers and crypto enthusiasts, crypto big guys, go there and do their thing. Beauty only one. I need to say it 3 or 4 times. This guy was but yeah, man, and also just on last note, we'll leave it off on this last note.
Yeah.
Me and Ruben put in the title here, 2018 will make you Bitcoin rich, or even at this point, crypto rich. A lot of people.
Just crypto in general. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. A
I
lot
mean,
of
you gotta
people
know
are
what
gonna
you're
get
doing,
rich.
obviously, but
Yeah. And you know what, Ruben, to a certain. Honestly, there's definitely a lot of people that don't know what they're doing and they're making crazy bank right now.
oh yeah, definitely.
All they're doing is just buying things that this is cheap, let me buy a shitload of it. They're buying it cheap and they're just riding it up because of all the money that's coming in right now to the space.
Yep.
So, yeah, So Bitcoin or crypto will definitely make you somewhat rich in 2018. And guess who just rocked? This who just blew the building down.
Chubby is back.
Yo, Chubby. What's
That's
up,
funny, man.
Chubbs?
I love that name. I actually wish I would have thought of that name for me.
What, Chubby?
Yeah, Chubby took it.
Chubby Rubs? Chubby Rubs.
Chubby Rubby.
Chubby Rubby.
I like that.
Yeah, guys. So,
Anarchapulco.com.
yep. There you go.
Billy Boom has spoken.
Billy Boom has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, yeah. And guys, don't forget, I'm trying to square away everything with the Discord. So, anybody who's
We
new
got a lot of
or
improvements coming on for the in the next week,
the new
especially
year.
because me and Chris are gonna be. Blackwing says, "Bro Komodo."
oh yeah, Blackwing. I mean, good call on that one, dude. I mean, it's another one. You know, another one heavy hitter, man. This is just. I mean. This is why I say people are just gonna get rich. It's happening. It's been happening. It's just gonna happen more. But look at this. I mean, man, it's amazing, guys. It really is amazing what's going on. You know, up 64%. Komodo is at 962. I had Komodo back in January, February. I had Komodo back around here, back when it was around 9 cents back in the day.
This guy Marcel's killing me.
What did he say now?
He said, when I hear someone so chubby, I think about a BBW.
This guy. Oh, damn, they are going to get off. Go on your right when it gets good. What do you think of Electronium? Electronium, my brother. Electronium.
It's still down, right? From the highest point that it was at. It was at 13 at its highest thus far.
It's still maintaining. It's still maintaining 7 cents.
Listen, that's one of those that'll probably, it'll hit. I mean, regardless, we said that that's a long hold. That's not going to be something that's just going to, make you some money overnight. That's going to be a long hold right there.
Oh yeah. And again, it's just they got to sign on with a lot of the bigger. They got some work to do. As far as the guys behind this. But
Chubby wants to know what he missed.
You know what, Chubby? I don't.
We spoke about a few things. We didn't touch on any new ICOs coming out, but we just talked on some current events. One of them being the whole insider trading going on Coinbase.
The alleged insider trading.
Let's face the facts. It's happening. It's happening. There's no question about it. That's BS if they say that it's not, and it's only the higher ups just trying to CYA, or I should say CTA, cover their ass.
Yep.
Very true. But that's definitely happening. I don't think anything less. What else did we talk about?
Nothing
Litecoin
crazy.
founder, what's his name? Chucky Lee.
Chucky
Lee selling his stash of Litecoin.
Charlie Lee, not Chucky.
That's
Chuck. Okay, Chuck Charlie. All right. I get it.
Chucky Lee. He sells his stash. So basically, what I think that's could possibly. Well, listen. Technically, they say he sold his stash, but
Mr. Lord Rex says Conbase. That's funny.
Conbase. Technically, he sold his stash, but it didn't move. But let's face it. I mean, he started Litecoin, so I'm pretty sure he's able to manipulate. If he does decide to sell, he probably won't show the price drop in it until like a month or two from now. So that way it somewhat doesn't look like, he knows anything or is doing anything. Let's put it that way. That's what I think, at least. Listen, if he owns Litecoin, he could just sit there and just be like, all right, I'm selling it, but we're not going to update the system until a month or 2 months from now. So that way they can't tie me to anything.
He's a good man. I like Charlie Lee.
Yeah, you like Chucky Lee?
Chucky. Marcel says, I got about 1 million Electronium. Arnold, check this out from Marcel. He says they're dropping new deals every day. They got a 50 million deal being released in a few days. It's gonna boom. So interesting. Yeah. Now it's, now I'm not one to kind of knock the total supply of these coins anymore. I mean, every day I just look at Verge and I think, wow. I just think, wow, just unbelievable. With a max supply of 16 billion coins, and that it's 15 cents. It's amazing. It's just nothing more to say about it.
That's funny. I was just gonna say that too. Bill just said, "Good time to pick up some Litecoin." Exactly. So then everybody has to pay attention to when it does drop, because that'll be a good time to definitely pick it up. That's kind of like a good, I guess, little inside thing. The fact that Chucky Lee decided to sell, but like I said, nobody will blame him because he's manipulating it and saying that, whatever the case may be, it just doesn't make sense. The fact it's either the media telling a BS story, or B, he really did sell and he's just.
I gotta see if he put out any tweets saying that. Supposedly, from what I read, he said
sense that it didn't affect the market like that.
From what I've read, and it was, again, this is just flying by me as I'm looking through stuff, but it said that something that he said, it was conflict of interest, him holding the coins and him being behind it. Listen, he seems like a man of integrity. He really does. You watch his stuff, Ruben. He doesn't seem like a shyster at all, And
yeah, how many people didn't seem like shysters back in the day, and they were. Listen, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just still bitter from my experiences, but I still have a few.
That's what it is.
I still have a few revenges that I need to fulfill.
Ruben's trying to bust a few heads. But relax.
Arnold says, Ruben and Chris, let's do this. I'll cut 50% of the profits.
50% of the profits.
Let's do this. Hold on, I think I missed something in the chat. Do what? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
What did he say?
Honestly,
he's scrolling up.
Oh no, that
50% of the profits. Oh man,
that's funny.
Marcel,
I was thinking that yesterday. Litecoin, red coin up 350%. WTF? Forecast unexpected predicts 1,000 investments bringing 120K a year in 10 years.
What do we have up here? Let me see, guys.
Red coin.
All right, we have KE coin up 706%. Red coin's in third place with 340%. Espers is up. Wow, look at Espers. 118%. Jeez. And Komodo, I see Komodo 62%. Saya coin 61%. It's amazing.
Mr. Lord X is asking, do you guys think Bitcoin's gonna fly tonight?
Interesting question, Mr. Lord. Interesting question there. Do I think it's gonna fly tonight? It depends. I really didn't expect it to. I think it hit like 16 and change today, and Bitcoin Cash was at 4,000. I would have never called that. Even with everything that's going on, to see Bitcoin Cash up 4,000, it was literally a quarter of what Bitcoin's price was. It's pretty damn amazing, if you ask me. It's pretty damn amazing, even after all that stuff that happened. But it's hard to call this stuff a lord.
Yeah, I got that on it, by the way. I did get that afterwards. Sorry about that. I forgot to say that.
But, it's possible, man. Listen, it's possible. We can see this thing shoot up till 20,000 overnight.
It already hit
what's happened these
20K,
past
so
few weeks.
That's not even a question anymore. At this point, we still got 10 days left of the month. That thing at the rate it's going, it could break 30,000.
10 days. 10 days.
And like I told you when we spoke about this in the beginning of the month. I was like, I said it. I said, listen, I believe that thing could break 20 grand by the end of the month. But that would worry me.
Not to mention Ruben, guys, Ruben and girls. Ruben is still waiting for that 90% pullback. Ruben's just feeling it. You're feeling it, Ruben, aren't you?
I hope. I wouldn't say go as far as 90. you know. But I feel a big. I mean, I feel like a big one's gonna come. And listen, I'd rather that happen sooner than later.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen when it hits 100K, 200K.
See, that's what interests me the most, right? That's what gets me going, like, because I keep hearing the pullback. I keep hearing people say like it's gonna happen.
It's
and
just,
a lot of big people are saying too.
Listen, they
And
didn't come up with the term "history repeats itself" for nothing, bro. They didn't come up with that term for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just in any market.
Is it possible? Is it? Head? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No,
Finish.
Cool. Go ahead.
Is it possible that it could get sucked out from Bitcoin into another coin though?
That much?
As opposed to getting sucked out and being put into a...
Nah, I don't think so. I'll be honest with you, bro. I mean,
You think
Bitcoin is the foundation of it all, man. I don't think that could happen. It'll happen if, you know how they was talking about the whole Satoshi Nakamoto, if he unloads all his coins, it'll drop. If it happened at that point, it could happen. But I mean, at that point, if that does happen, why not just buy? Just buy and hold.
Saying. So
You know
even
what I
if
mean?
there is a drop, people are gonna go insane and just, you know, buy in, and it's just gonna drive the price up again, probably to newer heights. But again, it's, you know, you can't call this stuff. It's ridiculous.
Dirk Diggler said ETH fighting at 500. And Arnold says, I think Bitcoin will be well over 25K after the new year for sure. Yeah, hey, listen, I believe it. I've already just the other night it broke 20K. So
yeah, Arnold, good call on
be
that.
surprised. Like I said, I
see
mean,
that.
I said it before, man. It's just, listen, now I guess you could say I'm used to this whole thing about it being in the 20s. Just a few weeks ago when it was in the 4 digits, it was a scary thought thinking that it could rise up into the 5 digits so fast, you know. And now I guess you could say I'm comfortable with it being in the 5 digits. And like I said, I mean, the higher it goes and it doesn't have that pullback, the more I'll actually be worried because, you know, not saying that I wouldn't invest still. I'll still be sprinkling some money into it. But like I said, man, I would just be scared for that thing to eventually end up hitting 100K, 200K, 300K, worse, 1 million, and then have a pullback.
And the question, and you know, the question comes in also in this crypto shit. You know, what are you pulling your profits out to? Like, obviously, we got to go through Bitcoin, but what do you feel most comfortable pulling your profits out in? You know, cash, gold, silver, how much? What percentage of your entire portfolio are you pulling out to kind of hedge yourself? You know, protect yourself against that, maybe inevitable, you know, pop that people keep talking about, people keep saying, you know. And this is people who have,
if,
you know,
for right
who
now,
got that street cred.
For right now, your safest bet would be to, you know, pull it out in cash. But, you know, obviously, excuse me.
Salud.
So obviously, you're gonna get slammed with taxes. And what happened? People are gonna pause the look on my face at that point, right?
Ruben sneezes like a pug.
But yeah, listen. I forgot what I was saying now. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, you said, you know, they pull it out mostly in cash. You know, they'll pull it out.
Obviously, you're gonna get slammed in taxes.
Yeah,
You know?
especially
And honestly, if
States.
cash isn't your only option, then
I say gold, silver. Pull that shit out right in gold, silver. You know.
oh, bro, I'll be honest with you, I think, yeah, gold and silver has its relevance right now, but with the whole crypto craze,
Yeah, well, with the whole crypto craze, it's gonna stay here, and crypto's just shooting up in the sky. Hopping over to you guys hopping over to the chat box real quick.
Arnold says anything is possible, but I don't think Bitcoin will. Wait, but I don't think Bitcoin won't drop below 10K. If it does,
That was my that was my price point. If it
at
were
this
to drop.
point, you see, I was thinking maybe 8 would be the worst. 8 would be the
yeah.
worst. 10K is more believable, but I think if it got worse than that, I would think 8K. I'm worried. Dirk Diggler says I'm worried because of the general public and how they are so dumbfounded to get in. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. In the past just 2 weeks, so many people that me and Chris have been talking about this for so long already, and just in the past 2 weeks, people that we grew up with, people we just met recently, like everybody's talking about it, and people just don't know what the hell they're doing, and they're just throwing money into it, and they're just, oh, I don't know how to do this. How do you do that? Whatever.
It's really, it's shocking to me, and it's a whole. I get a whole bunch of mixed feelings and emotions about everybody coming into the space right now. I'm hearing it everywhere. I'm seeing it everywhere, and people that I know, people that they know, everybody's just, just coming at me with stuff, and it's exciting and it's scary. Like Ruben says, it's scary to me because people really don't understand, especially people who are new to the space. They don't really understand, like, when something like Bitcoin Cash pops up on Coinbase now. I mean, people are coming at me with like, oh my god, like what is, like, confusion. Well, what is this Bitcoin Cash? Where did it come? Like, they don't understand. Like, and you don't even want to go into like the whole hard fork discussion and all that. But
Arnold, it's funny.
Just gotta be careful.
Arnold says, Ruben, when my brother bought into Bitcoin, it was at 2K. It's funny. Chris, Chris, he bought. When was the first time? Because Chris has a ATM Bitcoin run video where basically he just shows you how to use a Bitcoin ATM on his personal channel. And at that point, which he's still getting, this kid's getting crazy hits on that thing still. How much was it at that point?
Well, I had already.
No, I know beforehand. But how much was it at that point?
Bitcoin was 1,300 maybe at that point.
And then when you first originally bought into Bitcoin, how much?
Well, I didn't buy Bitcoin. I earned Bitcoin.
Okay, all right. Okay, Craig Grant. Okay, Craig Grant.
Yeah. No, I did.
No, I understand that. I know. I remember.
That's an insult. That's an insult, Ruben.
Brother,
thank you.
Brother, listen, do me a favor.
Yeah, thanks.
Answer the question. How much was it at that point, brother?
It was about when I earned my Bitcoin on Steam.
Okay, Craig. No, I'm playing with you.
All right. When like I said, guys, when I first earned it.
I know you've seen the commercials.
I know. I don't want to hear it. When I earned it was
Bitcoin. I didn't buy this Bitcoin. I earned it.
I like Craig Grant.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, but it was like around $700-800 when I first got my few.
And I want to go back up now that you finally answered that question after like 15 minutes. Mr. Lord Rex 1 says, thoughts on IRX taxes on crypto. It's BS, but it was bound to happen.
Yeah, especially here in the States.
Rise,
oh, man.
As fast as it's coming up the rise, it was bound to happen. Listen, that's their job. Their job is to...
I think at this point, either way, we're screwed. If you're gonna pull Bitcoin back out into cash, you're screwed. If you're gonna keep your Bitcoin, they're gonna want to try to find out how much you have and somehow try to tax that. We're screwed. Either way, they're writing up the rules and regulations right now to shove it deep in, So.
I mean, listen, I truly believe when it comes down to it, there's nothing that's decentralized anymore. In the beginning it was, but they could tell, we're going to be the only decentralized. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, the government, if they come
out...
Keep
feeding the geese. Keep feeding the geese.
Well, if the government comes up with it, if the gov comes up, that's what we were talking about before, the whole stable coins, it's not going to be decentralized. I mean, so...
Does salt lending charge taxes?
Salt lending? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's all
getting involved with salt.
Even if they say no, just don't be surprised if you end up getting like one of those notices in the mail next tax season.
Arnold says, "I think you still get taxed. That's for sure. Yeah, you're gonna get shafted big time,
yeah,
and it's gonna be a big shaft. So
if they say no, like I said, they're just feeding you to the geese, or
Yeah. Says, remember when MySpace was king? I remember that.
What's funny? I still like not that, I never had any social media, period, until we started the Coin Scoop. But One thing that I did like about MySpace was the fact that you could get on to MySpace, and the first thing that happened, boom, like whatever theme song you wanted to play, played, and it was like almost like an intro to like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Facebook came along, which they did it in a lot more bland way, but they blew MySpace out of the water, man.
The question is Bitcoin the MySpace of crypto, or is it
could
not?
be? It
One
could be,
begs
because you
the
know
question,
somebody could come out with something better.
It could
You
be
know,
Ethereum.
and it always happens. It could be. Listen,
No. There's heavy arguments regarding Ethereum and Bitcoin, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, as much as I personally love Ethereum, and I do love Ethereum, it does have its issues. It has its issues, big time. And we've seen it from the DAO to CryptoKitties to the parity hacks, Ether Delta, whether that's related or not, whatever.
Colorado Freedom, thank you for joining the Coin Scoop.
Colorado Free.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Frank Crable.
Nice.
Ruben, we got a Frank. Ruben, shout out Frank Crable. Frank Crable, welcome to the Coin Scoop. Ruben, do the honors, Ruben.
Frank Crable, thank you for joining the Coin Scoop, brother. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, tell a friend to tell a friend about the
Coin Scoop. That's right.
Highly sorry we missed you. You're leaving. I don't know if you're still on, but have a good night. Thank you for joining the Coin Scoop once again. Your presence is much appreciated, and we do love it.
Thanks for the Quattro Uno on the hash graph.
Yep.
Chubby says if eBay accepts BTC, then BTC will go up a lot, I think. And Chubby, I think so too. I agree with you on that. If eBay open statement, we are now accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. But then again, you know, the users would have to have a relatively smooth and seamless experience with that Bitcoin if they were to use it with eBay, and hopefully some scaling issues would be addressed by then to kind of make that experience more wholesome. But that might piss some people off if it's not as smooth.
Colorado
Freedom. If it's not as smooth.
Colorado Freedom says BTC is losing its position as a spending coin. No one wants to buy with BTC if it costs 15 to send. Yeah, that's very true. And honestly, the worse it gets, the higher that their fees get. I think the more it'll go down. But listen, even in that sense, there's going to be somebody else that comes out that's able to, you know, they're going to figure out a way to send BTC and transfer it for a lot cheaper. And when that does happen, the value is going to go shoot up, and somebody else is going to be rich.
I don't think necessarily it will go down. I think it'll go up, right? I think it'll go because people
will get more and more expensive.
Yeah, because think about it, less people would be using it. Less people would be using it, right? So as you know, it would be just stagnant, just there.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Listen, I won't argue that fact because it makes sense. It does make sense.
I think the more people hoard it,
I think either way, it could happen
value,
either way.
You know, I think if they were to just hold it, you know, just use something else to spend, right? Let's just say, for whatever reason, you know, you have other options, Litecoin, and even if Bitcoin Cash does become, then whatever, you could use the Bitcoin Cash as an everyday to purchase stuff. If there's a lot of places using SegWit, okay, OBS Studio, very great, perfect. I hope we're still live. Yeah, I think we are live.
Dirk Diggler says the public dumping is really going to show when someone publicly pumps a crypto on live TV. LOL. Colorado Freedom says so LTC or BCH are fighting for the daily spending coin. Dirk Diggler says Ray J going to make
What did he say?
He says Ray J is gonna make a comeback pumping a crypto.
Oh, you know what? That's not too far off.
That's not true, man. I hope that's not true. That guy.
I see Bitcoin dominance is tanking. That's I think Bitcoin is eventually gonna have to take a back seat. It's gonna have to take a back seat sometime
Arnold's
or another.
asking, doesn't Miami have Bitcoin ATMs, Ruben? And yes, people are even taking out home equity. Yeah. We just said that too a few episodes ago. People are taking out loans, home equity loans, mortgages, everything. Just regular loans to buy Bitcoin because they want to be rich. Very true. A lot of people are doing that now. And yes, Miami definitely does have a shite load of Bitcoin ATMs, and also one other place that has, which I will probably be moving to in the near future, very near future, is Tampa. But then again, those are like probably the two biggest cities right now down here in Florida. But Tampa too does have some, because I've gone to Tampa to purchase some. Mr. Lord Rex 1, Bitcoin dominance is tanking. It's possible, very possible. Oh yeah, this is when Kylie said bye. I hope she heard us. Don't think we forgot about you, Smiley Kylie.
Marcel says the future is in privacy coins. I agree with you on that. But again, people have to realize that if you're signing up to an exchange or whatever, and if you're tying your identity to wherever you're purchasing that Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin gets purchased, just gotta be careful how you go about getting your privacy coins. But yeah, privacy coins, to me, that's gonna be the number one thing going into the future, which is what people are most likely gonna. We're seeing it now. They're going for.
Mr. Lord Rex says problems that the exchanges are labeling your privacy.
That's the thing. That's the issue.
CO Colorado Freedom says salt is a loan. Salt is a loan. It's debt. There you go. I mean, that definitely makes sense right there. Arnold, Uncle Sam always wants his payday. That's Uncle Sam hard at work. That's how it goes,
Yep.
I always said that. That's the gov hard at work.
Yeah, you won't be able to escape that,
Blackwing, isn't
you catch your ass and end up like Wesley Snipes.
Isn't it like taking out college debt, credit card debt, or a car loan? Yes, I don't care if that's taxed. I don't know. It makes he kind of brings up a point too. I got to look into that. I think no, it is though. I mean, because technically they just roll everything into it, is what they do. They roll the taxes into it, especially with a car loan. I mean, because the only difference is that that's who gets their payment first. Especially being in the car business back in the day, I know that taxes are rolled into the loan. It's not like you don't pay taxes, and I don't care who is lending you that money to buy the car, whether it's a third party through the dealership, your own bank, or whatever the case may be. Is salt up? It jumped way down.
If salt gives me a loan, I wouldn't consider that income.
And Marcel says, did the president say he was smart for not paying taxes? I want to be smart too then. Frank Crable, 420 proud. Chris Waskowiak is in the house. I actually saw that before, I saw that Chris Waskowiak, but Chris Crypto was talking. I didn't want to interrupt you because I think I interrupted too much.
Chris Vasco, I guess he popped in and he popped out.
Yeah. He said, later guys, a little last minute check-in. What is eBay talking about that? Wait, is eBay talking about that? I heard Amazon. Both. Because Amazon, they reserved 3 cryptocurrency website domain names right now. But eBay is the one saying that they're going to pull the trigger first. But listen, even if they do pull the trigger first, I'm pretty sure Amazon's still going to just blow them out the water. Not Dr. Oz. I was going to say Dr. Bill, really, but
Dr.
Billy Boom. Ian
Bill Nye, the crypto guy.
Ian Bellina just tweeted, I would not keep money on Bitfinex, Titanic.
Man, I wouldn't keep money on
any exchange. On any exchange.
I wouldn't keep money on any of those things.
Mr. Lord Rex, Bitcoin transaction fees are too high to be a viable form of payment.
Yep.
Bill Nye, the crypto guy, says ETH 10K by March 1st.
Ooh, man. Bold predictions by a bold man. I like that, Bill. I'm loving that, man.
I see it.
I see it. I see it happening. I think
you got my gears going now, Bill.
Oh, trust me. Yeah.
Arnold Richetti. I think Bitcoin will be the backing for whatever currency, like when every dollar was backed by gold. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely, no question. Chris Voskoviak says exactly. Bitcoin will continue to reign. Everything is based off of value in BTC Satoshi.
Yep.
Colorado Freedom. Salt is like getting a loan by. Oh, we said that already, right? No, we didn't. By putting up an asset, your crypto, then you're giving USD in debt that you have to pay back. If not income, it's not income.
It's not
I'm sorry.
income.
And
There you
Chris
go.
Voskoviak says it's all good, and he says I'm
Chris
here.
is still in the building.
Chris Voskoviak, thank you for joining the Coin Scoop. For anybody that's joined the Coin Scoop since the last time I said what I'm about to say, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend about the Coin Scoop. But yeah,
Hey,
listen,
guys.
Billy Boom, Inside Crypto guys, definitely take his word as gold, which he says March 1st. Possibility of ETH hitting 10K. Chances are that will very much be the case.
Oz,
Dr. Oz is in
what
the
did
house.
I saw something he tweeted today? What did he tweet today?
Pull it up.
John McAfee, he tweeted a coin, I think. He tweeted a coin today. I forget which one it is. Oz, which one is it, John? Let me see. He tweeted something. I think it was regarding a coin. John McAfee, Twitter. Official McAfee. Beginning tomorrow, I will each day talk about a unique altcoin. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Most of the 2,000 coins are trash or scams. Oh, here we go. I've read every white paper, he says. Okay. The few I'm connected to, I will tell you. The rest I have no position in. These coins will change the world. You can support that change. Oh, man. Listen, let's just hope that whatever he says about these coins, let's hope that if you're holding that coin, he doesn't say anything bad about it. Because as we all see what happened when he mentioned Verge, it kind of took off. So... And he says earlier, if you are new to cryptocurrency, then absolutely do not invest without first educating yourself. Nothing will lose you money faster than investing when you don't understand.
Chubby says Ripple.
This is the one.
Chubby says Ripple $10 by the end of January. If not,
This is the one.
I'll lose 10 G's, I guess he's saying, by the end of February.
This is the one he was talking about, Ether, ICO. This is the one that he...
Marcel says he thinks John McAfee will be the new king of the pump and dump.
Yeah, well, I mean, 100%. I think so. Because if he says something good about a coin, it's going to shoot up 1,000%. If he says something bad about a coin, dude, unless you have a strong community behind that coin, even if you do, it's a wrap, I think. But this is one that he mentioned today, guys. Ether ICO. Token sale opens. The token sale is open. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. But, yeah, I guess check it out. Ether ICO. It's open right now. Intelligent social marketing platform. Use Ether to target customers, create loyalty, deploy marketing
10
campaigns.
kilograms. All right, so he did mean kilograms. I thought he meant just G's.
Be the new king. Big pump and make a boatload every day. Dude. I mean, listen, if I had 197,000 followers and I wanted to make some money, that would be the perfect way to do it. You know? Think about it. He could buy a couple million of some altcoin that's, you know, and I don't know how I feel about this, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Put it that way.
McAfee recommended some Bob's repair token, from Mr. Lord Rex.
Dude, I mean, he's talking about. Oh, look, here it is right here. One of the most interesting brick and mortar ICOs I've seen. Shout out to Bob's Repair. These folks are friends of mine.
Bombs.
Damn, this is all he's tweeting about now. Spend a day truly understanding the mechanics of crypto. You will see there's absolutely no correlation with the mechanics of stocks, and the stock market is a new world with new rules.
Marcel.
Look at this, Saru. I told him to buy Bitcoin. He said his financial advisor advised him not.
I love that picture. You remember when I did the meme on that on the gram, right?
That is the best movie scene ever.
That's funny.
So
interesting. Says, Ruben, your triple beam game is slipping. You lost some street cred. Frank Crable, what's the scoop with ADA? Been getting pushed.
ADA, yeah. ADA is kind of, I mean, it's not going up as quick as it can. I mean, again, I still don't know what's going on with this coin. I think there's still a long way to go as far as when we start seeing things that are working, you know, or some type of platform that's actually, you know, but right now I think they're just, to me, they're doing the same thing that Arter was doing for this past 2 years. You know, they're doing all the work right now, and you know, anybody who's holding this, you're gonna see the fruits of this hard work. You know, it could be a year or 2 years, you know, down the line, once the platform actually is up and running and out there. You know, so.
That it be. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We had a pretty good show. I want to thank everyone for joining the Coin Scoop. Once again, we will be back tomorrow evening, most likely earlier than we did tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining the Coin Scoop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm your host, Ruben.
And I'm your host, Chris Crypto. Keep an eye out there for those cryptos. Have a good day. Have a good morning, a good afternoon,
have a good night.
And have a good night, most of all. Have a good night, everybody. Catch us on the Discord, guys, all right? Peace.